Hello everybody, Shannon Scanlon with you again, taking you back into the history collections at the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History. And today I'm showing you a hair wreath. So a hair wreath is exactly what it sounds like. It is a wreath made from human hair, strung along wire, but it is a product of the Victorian era, aptly named after Queen Victoria, during her reign from 1837, I believe, to 1901, if my history stands firm. And the reason or purpose for these hair wreaths was to memorialize people who had passed in a family. So it's kind of like an early ancestry type object. And they would collect the hair from the newly departed. It was usually placed in the middle of the wreath, and then as other family members died, it would be integrated into the wreath somewhere else, and the newly departed would take part in the center. So you can see all the different colors of gray and blonde and brown hair in this particular wreath. This one was done approximately, well, it would have gone on, but we're looking at a date of 1895 for this one, and I apologize for a little bit of glare I have there. Can't help it with the glass, as this one is in a shadow box. Now, while this sort of sounds morbid, the Victorians used hair for a lot of things, so it wasn't always morbid. Sometimes they would craft hair into jewelry, put them in necklaces, had bracelets out of them. They used hair for little keepsakes and things of that nature. They also would use it for social functions. So a school or a church might also have a wreath that wasn't a mourning wreath. They might have had just kind of a member wreath, and so they would collect the hair of live people and kind of weave them into all kinds of decorative things. And I say decorative things because they weren't always wreaths. Sometimes they would just make really fancy designs out of them. I've seen one that was in a circle. They had a kind of a collar on the outside of it, and in the middle they had a cornucopia that was filled with flowers. I've seen one that kind of looked like a tree. It was a three-dimensional object, looked like a tree. Now this particular one, you may notice, has an opening at the top. So they were to be hung with the opening at the top, which kind of denoted the ascent into heaven. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you our beautiful hair wreath that we have here, and hope that you'll take a little more time to go online and read a little bit more about them. I believe that there is a museum in Missouri that is dedicated solely to hair wreaths. So check out their website and maybe read a little bit more of about the Victorians and why they did these kind of things. I mean, we may even call this the Victorian Facebook. All right, guys. I hope you like this today, and if you have any questions, holler and we'll answer your questions. Have a great one.